It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I got the Anycubic Vyper, and I played around with it quite a bit, and I've got some good responses on the previous videos on it. So I want to do a wrap-up, sort of a final review of what I think about this. Hey, before I get into my review of this, there's something I'm not really doing in my videos, which I really should be doing. I post this, and I'm very passive about it. What I'm going to ask, I would love for people to subscribe to my channel. I'm at this point at about 490, which for me, after a year and a half to have that many people subscribe, that's awesome. I'm doing this sort of for fun, and I'm glad to have that, and my view hours are going up. But I really appreciate it. If someone's out there, if you could click on subscribe, I would love it, because I'd love to get more people seeing what I'm doing, and also helps me with my guys in Concord, my reviewers, to say, yeah, I've got X number of followers. Now I have this number of followers, this number of followers. And then as I get more followers, then I have a little more clout to say, hey, give me this and this and this and this and this, and I can review more things for you guys. Greetings, Dave here, DCBFX, the Anycubic Vyper. This, I think, is a really good job by Anycubic. I didn't like some of the other ones they've made. This is really nice. This is a great little printer. Now, here's some things I printed on it recently. There's a clank. And then, because I was in a Ratchet and Clank mood, there's the ship. And they printed great. This is 0.1. So it's pretty good quality there. Now it needs a little bit cleanup around the head just because of supports, and I haven't get in there deep enough to get them out, but it's good, solid piece. This is at 75%, so there's some really good weight to this. Some things I like about this. The removable bed is great. One thing I haven't done yet, which I probably should do, is print on the other side. I did complain about the pebbling, which is fine. I don't really do anything that needs that flat surface, smooth surface, but just flip it over doing this side, I'm sure it'll work just the same. There are little things, which I can see right here. Again, it's just the setup of the printer in Cura, the profile that comes on the card. It all comes on this card. The profile that comes with it is not quite right. It goes off to the side. Doesn't quite do it. For the first line, the Cura usually on my 10V2, CR10 V2, it's about that far inside does it, and this one doesn't. Not too sure what's going on with that, but it's a minor thing. All it means is when as the print's going, oh, here's a pull it off, throw it in the garbage. It heats up very nicely. It maintains the heat very nicely. It is very reliable. There isn't anything I've thrown at this that I can't print. And I've been dealing with a friend who's got a printer, he's got an ender, and he's having real problems getting it to stick to at all. And I've had zero problems with this. Everything I've thrown at this prints. And here's my, the things that I've shown you already. They all print great. So as a printer, it's great. If it was, I'm using great too much. It is fantastic. If it was a little bit bigger, this would be the printer to get. I really like how the implementation, everything. The little things, there's a light when you're printing, so if you need to look at where you're going, you can see all that. Metal extruder would be nice, but it's fine. It does the job it needs to do. There wasn't any hiccups. I didn't have any problems with it. The leveling is great. Leveling works very easily. Just level, and it goes and finds its spots and does it all, and it's level. Like I say, I haven't got it to fail. If there's one thing I'm not a fan of, which I did say I really did like the LCD screen, implementation of that is off. So what you do is you put it on the card, put the card inside, go to the device and say print. Which one of these do you want to print? This. Select it, click on print. More often than not for me, it read it as 2 presses. So it read print. Are you sure you want to quit? No. So it just, I don't know why it's reading a double press. I'm not ham-handed, just print. Sure you want to quit? No, I don't want to quit. Please print, please go ahead. Another thing too, whether it's the settings on the slicer to use in Cura or not, when I sliced clank at 0.15, 75% infill. It said 7 hours and 3 minutes. It printed in 6 hours and 2 minutes. Off by just over an hour. I have the same problem here with this. Well, this barely anything's printing with it, but the slicer, it was on slice 242 of 243, and it said it had 2 hours to go. Alpha software, I know. So in the end, here's one that didn't quite survive the D supporting. That's why I went, this was 25%, that's why I went 75%. In the end, all the things I've printed on this have been great, other than the elephant foot, which, you know, that's just a setting that is easy to fix. You just move your z-axis up 0.1 and you're good to go. Or flip it over. Even if you flip it over, you're still probably going to get the elephant footing because it's just too tight to it. But for most things I'm doing, you know, if I'm going to put it down, I'm going to, if it's big, I'm going to do a raft because I want to make sure I've got that support as it goes high. And if it's not, I cut it off. I know. Like my Star-Lord, it's 2 minutes with an X-Acto knife. The knife of exact zero. So I think in the end, I think it's kind of bad to a small extent that they're limiting these to 3,000 units. This is a great printer, and I think if you're interested in getting into 3D printing, you really can't go wrong with something like this, as I'm seeing with my friend Jeff, who's having major problems getting his Ender working to the point that it's going to print. He's tried the tape, he's going to try glue stick and all these other things. Yeah, just turn it on, auto level, print a file, go. Where'd the owl go? It's around somewhere. Anyway, the owl that was on the card, it's great, fine, really beautiful to look at. And everything I've been doing, throwing at it, like, you know, I'm not going to throw my high-res stuff like my Samurai Element stuff that's going to be very, very, very high-res, which is better on the resin. But the stuff I'm doing here in FDM, coming out great. Zero problems with it. So in the end, would I recommend this printer? You betcha. If you can get one for a good price, or you can even just get one, because I think the price is US $299, you can get one, that's great. When printers came out, when I first looking at printers 3 years ago, they were, you know, the good ones are, you know, north of 1,000. I got mine for $6, and I haven't looked back. My 10S is still going strong. I still do things at home. I have it at home. The rest of the stuff I have in my office. So my CR10V2, and then all my demo units here. So I've got, well, I got my mono, and then I got this, and I got this. And if you can't see, just out of frame here is the Mega Zero V2. That I need to do a final video on. I'm sorry, some have asked about it, and I haven't done it yet. I will do one. I'm wrapping up here saying this is a great printer. If you want to print and want to get started, you really can't go wrong with this. That's really the takeaway from all this. This is a great entry-level printer because it's the smaller size, but it really, you can't go wrong with it because it has the auto leveling built in. You don't really have an issue with it. Yeah, it sticks out a bit. There could have been a better implementation of the spool reel somewhere, maybe put it up top, and then of course you could get warping when you get the Z-axis off. But you know, it's got dual Zs, it's got everything going on. I haven't been able to wreck it. And usually I don't try and wreck my printers, but I push them hard to see what they can do. And this one has just said, yeah, you got it, Dave, let's do this. Oh, sure, I'll do this. Yeah, let's do this. So it's very reliable. I think Anycubic's got a hit in their hands here. Maybe we'll see next year the Vyper V2, which will be in a wider range. So that's my final review on that. Hopefully that answers any questions you had. And if it didn't, hey, ask them below, and I'll answer you. If you look on my reply rate, I'm pretty good at replying. So that's all I want to say for today. Hope everyone enjoys this video or the rest of the videos I've been doing, and I hope you're having a great day. And we'll talk to you all later.